Executive Governor of Salim State, Dr. Murunkwala Johnson.
Tá a bá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọ̀fà, tá a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Àpò, tá a bá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ojú tó sin Ọ̀fà lọ́dọ̀ ẹran kò bójúmu.
Òpònú ni ẹ́.
Mo burú o.
Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀, èèyàn tó máa sọ fún mi ni mo wá káàkiri.
What? Is it true?
Kí ni ẹ sá?
Oh, the social media ni Twitter, Facebook, everywhere.
Now, speaking of trending issues.
Bó ti dùn ní ló ń pa ni. Adúnídùnmọ́nu lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí.
Òun wúkọ́.
No, mi ò kọ́ wọn.
They killed my husband.
Welcome to another episode of Relufe Review, and this is of course where we review the Nigerian art, music, movies and entertainment in general. But you know that when I appear on your screen, it's another movie review. And one thing I always say about my movie reviews about Relufe reviews movie reviews that anything that I say here is based off on my personal opinion and bias, simply what I think about the movie. On that note, my name is AY with the double O, and let's get straight to the movie that we're reviewing for today. Today's movie is titled Her Excellency, and yeah, it's a whipping 1 hour 52 minutes. Just so that you have an idea of, the duration of this film. Now, it was directed by Adebayo Salami and Adebayo, and it had a cast of beautiful actors: Odunlade Adekola, Bimbo Ademoye, Femi Adebayo, Sola Sobowale, Yemi Solade, a whole lot of, top actors. Faye Williams, a lot of actors, notable actors, I must say, and I must not forget, and of course, Adebayo Salami. So this movie is drama, right? And when I saw the title and when I saw the trailer, trust me, I was expecting drama, but at the same time. But I think that one thing that this movie failed to really give is I did not really get the message that the movie was trying to pass across. Like, there was really nothing to learn per se. Not necessarily learn, at the end of the day, but I mean, there's something to take home. I would say with this movie, I didn't really take anything, home with this film. But I no long talks for this movie, literally, that's about it. But let me go, of course, to the storyline of this film. Now, Her Excellency is a drama that talks about the First Lady of Salim State, who was played by Sola Sobowale. And I'll say that one thing that Sola Sobowale does to movies is that she has that energy. Now, I'm starting to believe that Sola Sobowale is stereotyped, because if I see her in roles that are not, where she's not fierce, where she's not strong, where she's not creating that, fearless, aura around her, I don't think that, it's a hit. I don't think that's Sola Sobowale acting. So that's exactly my problem with the kind of roles that she takes. She's too passionate, and sometimes I feel like she's good. Don't get me wrong. I love Sola Sobowale, but I feel like she over delivers, and sort of it now begins to seem like she's doing too much. And I think that I saw her do too much with Her Excellency. I saw her do too much with the fact that I think the energy of people around her is not matching up with her energy. Everyone is calm, everyone is going solo, and she's the only one creating. So she begins to look like something wrong. It begins to seem more like she's not okay at the end of the day. Like, why is she overdoing it? Or do you get? That's the energy that I get. But of course, the movie tells the story. The major focus of that movie was Sola Sobowale. She was the first lady being a governor's wife, and not the president's wife. She was the governor of Salim State's wife, and she was a very bitter person. She allowed jealousy, overwhelm her, take over her emotions, and at the end of the day, while trying to solve a murder case, of course, it led back to the first lady, and that was really what we saw, with Her Excellency, her jealousy, and she was also power hungry, beyond the fact that she was jealous. I mean, we've seen jealous wives react to situations, but she was also power drunk. I mean, and she had a whole lot of bad attributes that also affected, our marriage. And more importantly, towards the end of the movie, I now saw that, the old mother, because what we were introduced to was a murder scene where, Ojolade had been killed, and with Bimbo Ademoye as his fiancé, they were trying to unravel, of course, who killed him.
Ló máa ń ṣe atọ́kùn fún ìkìlọ̀. Ẹ lè rí gọ́vnà.
Báwo ni àtàrẹ ọmọ àtàrẹ báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ gbénu lẹ́rù bọ́rọ̀ nù.
So I'll say that that's why I say I cannot tell where the movie was leading us to, exactly. I really could not understand it. I could not pinpoint that, okay, this is what this movie is trying to pass across. And I'll say that if this movie was not top or A-list actor filled, I would be rating it lower than what I'm about to rate it. And that's just how honest or the best I can say, for Her Excellency. This is not to undermine the work that the actors put into this film. They, of course, created a beautiful piece, but the storyline is too basic for my liking. The storyline is so flat, and I'm like, this is as much as like any other Yoruba movie, or we've seen that story told in all those old Yoruba movies where we're talking corruption, but they did not go nitty-gritty into the corruption that is involved in politics. I feel like there are a whole lot of things that they could have done with that movie, like carry us go where we don't know with this film. They didn't do that. They didn't leverage on politics in that movie. I would have loved for them to expand, give us a whole lot more than just it was seeming like Talokma Chief, all those Yoruba movies where they say who killed Chief. That's what I saw with Her Excellency. I didn't really know what to expect, but I say that some of the characters that also gave me Aisha Lawal, trust me, she was beautiful in this movie. And I'll say some of the characters that were intriguing to me, or one character that was really intriguing to me was Bimbo Ademoye. Now I've seen her speak Yoruba in some movies, but this time around I think she farabale, she took her time, she relaxed, and she took her lines calmly, and she spoke Yoruba well. When I say well, she spoke Yoruba, and I could hear, it's not the village local setting kind of movie. So I'll say for the first time I did enjoy Bimbo Ademoye in a Yoruba film, but that's about it with the storyline of Her Excellency. Now let's talk about the positive part, in this movie. Like I said earlier, I mean, strong performances from the cast. They really gave their best. I don't think they could have done better, but I think that the characters could have been developed well. Even the plot could have been developed well. There are a lot of things that they could have leveraged on in that film that I think they did not do, which overall did not give me, a plus. I mean, even at the cinemas, when people are watching a movie that is, giving us that drama, tension, and nobody was laughing, nobody was, there was no reaction. Literally, I mean, I watched it in the cinemas. The movie is in the cinemas, by the way. There was no reaction from people. It was just like watching something to, relax and enjoy yourself. So I also talk about the production value. I mean, of course, it's a decent production, and I must say that that's another, thumbs up for that movie, but I mean, I want to talk about the negatives. The storyline was just too predictable, and it was basic. Like I said, I don't think it's cinema worthy. That's what I feel about the movie. And also lack of clarity, because I did not really understand the message that the movie was trying to pass across. Now, they also leveraged on the drama in the film, and it was like overemphasizing the drama, and that was the only thing that they could leverage on in that film, really, because if not for the drama, especially with some of the characters, and of course topping those characters is Sola Sobowale, if not for those characters with the drama that they gave us, like I said earlier, if this film was a movie with actors that are just, you know, upcoming or not A-list actors, I would be rating it lower than what I'm about to rate it. So for the plot, it's a basic story. For the attraction in the movie, of course, I mean, the premise of the film is good, it's intriguing. Like I said, the quality of the production is top. You know, it's a good production, but, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think that, you know, in terms of content and depth, this movie ticks all the boxes for being a drama genre, you know. So overall, from this end here at Relufe TV, we're going to be rating Her Excellency a 6/10, meaning it's good to go. If you want to enjoy yourself at the cinemas, you want to go to the cinemas to watch something that is relaxing, of course with your friends and family, you can go and watch Her Excellency. It's just good to go. That's what it is. 6/10. Let me know what you think about Her Excellency if you have watched it. If you haven't watched it, of course, if you want to, you can, you know, it's not a must watch. That's about it on today's episode of Relufe Review. Now let me know what you think. If you have seen it and you actually disagree with what I've said about the film, drop it in the comment section as well. Let us battle it out. But right here at Relufe TV, it's a 6/10 one more time, and you know, that's about it. My name is AY with the double O, guys. Do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to subscribe on X, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course right here on YouTube. If this is your first time here, please click the subscribe button. We've got beautiful content coming your way. Bye guys, I'll be seeing you on another episode, of course, of Relufe Review.